When describing her career, Sue draws attention to the two pathways of influence that she has had. The first being supporting and inspiring children from socially deprived backgrounds, and the second as supporting the realisation of elite athletes' dreams. Sue began her professional life as a PE teacher, working at Whalley Range High School in Moss Side, Manchester. She has described this first teaching experience as one of great challenge, and as one that affected her in the most profound way. She was working with children who she identifies as having nothing, whose lives were massively challenging. Before long, she realised that her job was not to teach netball, but to teach young people, to work with challenges that unemployed people, the elderly, and those with disabilities face in accessing sport and benefiting from its transformative power. Her work with young people continued with the National Coaching Foundation and the Youth Sport Trust. As founder of these organisations, Sue was able to establish a culture of supporting and valuing engagement in sport from the very beginnings. Challenges came when Sue joined the already successful organisation of UK Sport, where she wanted to take that success several steps further, to ambitiously build on what had already been achieved. This was when the significance of changing culture through establishing a shared vision, unlocking creativity, and making every endeavour a collaborative venture become a reality. As chair of UK Sport, Sue was responsible for our Olympic and Paralympic medals in Beijing and London. Her favourite memory of the London 2012 Olympics was watching Dame Catherine Granger win Olympic gold in rowing after 3 successive silver medals in Sydney, Athens and Beijing, proving that dreams really do come true. Taking over strategic management of women's football for the FA in 2017 has been Sue's most recent move. Entering an environment where the existing men's game was formidable in terms of power and influence, she described the men's game at the time as an established oak tree, with the women's a sapling waiting in its shadows to grow. It was important to Sue that the women's game did not imitate the oak tree, but learn from it and establish its own pattern of growth, to move the sapling into its own light to flourish. As a result, within this role, Sue has taken enormous pleasure in watching England's women's team win the Euros in 2012 at Wembley in front of a sellout crowd of over 87,000. Again, proving that dreams really can come true. Considering the 2 distinct pathways that Sue has made her life's work, she describes the point at which she could visibly see the two come together as being during the opening ceremony of London 2012, where young people as sports leaders and aspiring performers took the flame from the famous faces of that year's competitors and proceeded themselves to go and light the cauldron for the Games, combining the inspiration of the Olympics and the youth for its future. Being a clear part of that inspirational moment, she says, was pretty special to her. All of these achievements clearly take time, patience, resilience, and are an example to us all of what might be achieved in the service of others. Chancellor, I present to you Baroness Sue Campbell for an Honorary Doctorate of Sport of the University of Chichester.
Hard to talk now. Chancellor, Chair of the Governors, thank you so much for this incredible honour. I accept this award very humbly, and this university means a great deal to me, particularly because of the work that I've done here with the sports leaders from all over the world. And you should be very proud as graduates to be a part of this institution. I'd like to pass on my congratulations to all of you and to you sitting at the front, because I'm sure it's been an interesting journey for you too. But congratulations to the people at the back of the room. This is the start of something, I hope, very special in your life. I left my college with a teaching certificate thinking I was going to be a PE teacher for the rest of my life. As you've heard, I didn't follow that path for the rest of my life. But what I learnt in that first job in Moss Side, Manchester, was that through sport, not as I'd thought it should be, but by using it carefully, listening well to my pupils, that I could inspire them to grow, to develop self-esteem, to develop self-worth, and to go on and do well in life, not necessarily in sport. And I passionately believe that sport can and does change lives, but it has to be in the hands of very skilled people, and that's you at the back. I also passionately believe, having spent half of my life working with elite performers, whether it's the elite women's football team or our Olympic and Paralympic athletes, I see what they give up, what they have to go through to be the best that they can be. And it's those sports scientists, those sports psychologists, those medics that work around them that make that journey possible. But the moment they achieve that, it is the most phenomenal success. And I remember when I saw us win the London Olympics bid in Singapore. I watched that journey as we built towards 2012 and on into Rio and Tokyo and then recently in Paris. I'm so proud of those athletes, but I'm the most proud of my women's football. That day when we walked into Wembley Stadium with 87,500 people sitting in the stands, and they won that match, the first major tournament we've won since 1966, I can't describe the feelings I had. The emotional connection with those players, the realization for them their dream had come true. They had dreamt of that on the many days where they trained in the rain, many times when they were told women shouldn't play football, many times when they got injured. They fought through all those things to achieve that moment. But the most amazing feeling was sitting on the podium as they ran round the pitch, looking at the 87,000 people in that stadium and thinking, I wonder how many lives we've changed today. I hope we change the lives of many girls, many women, to believe there are no barriers, there are no things they can't do, there are no places they can't travel. They can achieve whatever they want to if they set their minds to do it. And I'll finish with this. You may have many roles, as I have had, but I found my mission. Search inside yourself. Look for the passion you have. Find that mission, that thing that drives you. Because power and position will come and they'll go, but your mission will live with you forever. Thank you very much.